Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think I have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop.
We'll
We
be
will
as bright
not
as
stop.
the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this?
go.
How you cannot go
Baby,
here?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, come on in you guys. Welcome on into the chat. Make sure you like that button. Hit the button to like, subscribe, and join the family. I want to give a shout out for the three people that came in here first. It was Tina P. She's number one. Lisa Calhoun. She's number two. And Shirley Scottsdale was number three. Boy, that number three was kind of hard to see because there was three people coming in at the same time. It was like, but Shirley Scottsdale had hit the third button on the button, you guys. I'm just letting you guys know. So, Tina P, your number 7929852. Lisa Calhoun, your number 7929851. And Shirley Scottsdale, your number 7929850. And we got them in there, and we do. So, you guys, last time we was on, someone gave us a super chat. I don't remember who it was. It was a $5 super chat. I may be wrong. I thought it was Soldier Girl. I'm not for sure. But somebody in the chat, if you was here Monday, somebody gave us a super chat. I don't remember who it was. Please tell me who it was. I remember we was in a conversation, and I don't know. Maybe Sandra Watts know who it was. They had gave us a super chat Monday because somebody made a comment and said it was time for a super chat dance or something. But we was in a conversation about Young Thug. And I just don't even remember who gave us the super chat, but I don't want to forget to give them their tickets because I appreciate them. It was just, I don't know what I was doing. You know, I've been having these headaches, but I'm not going to make an excuse. I We were in a deep conversation, and I just do not remember who it was. But if I have to go back and look at Monday and see who it was, I will. But if somebody remember who it was, please let me know right now so I can give them their points, their tickets, because I don't want people to think that I'm not appreciative. Anyway, you guys, I want to share some information with you. I want to talk about one case that, we didn't even know what was going on. It happened on June the 17th. And it's a young lady. She lives in the Houston area. Her name is Jocelyn. And she snuck outside the house. I know I snuck out before, and I got the biggest whooping ever. I remember I never got a whooping like that before, but I got the big whooping for sneaking out, and I snuck out, and the family did not know where I was. And my stepdaddy went and looked for me. He found me too. He beat me like I stole something. He didn't care where he hit that belt hit me at. He said, "I bet you won't do this no more." And I bet I won't. I bet I will not. I never did do it again. But this young lady, and sometimes, that's tough love. I was so angry with him for beating me and hitting me like that. But I guarantee you, I did not sneak out the house ever, ever, ever again. That was not going to happen. I just wanted to play hide and go get it like everybody else. I didn't know what they was getting, but I wanted to get it too. But I got it all right. I got the biggest whooping ever. But nevertheless, it taught me something. I didn't know I was putting myself in danger sneaking out the house. Being a kid, you just, you're bored. You're just bored. And you want to go and have some fun, or, you want to, I don't know. It just comes over you. It just does when you're a kid. And so, she said, "I ain't go get it." Yeah, I ain't go get it all right. I never knew what they was getting. I knew I didn't want it no more. I got the biggest whooping, and I didn't want that no more. I got it all right. Well, I hid so good. I didn't know you were supposed to hide really good. I hid so good nobody could find me. And then when I was like, it's getting late. It's getting real late. I better go home. And as I was headed home, my stepfather met me around that corner. He was hiding in the bush. And when he seen me coming, he hit me with that belt so hard, it said salak. When the belt goes salak, and it has that little pow to it, you know you done got a whooping. You know for a fact that is a real good. When they say one of those good old fashioned butt whoopings, that's what it was. He was hitting me across my head, my back, and everything else. And oh my God, I ran in that house and I boo-hooed and cried and everything. My mama just looked at me. She didn't know what I did. I said I'll never speak to him again because I just wanted to play the game. I didn't know what the game was about. I didn't know. Well, I didn't want to find out no more either. I guess that was one of the games you don't supposed to see. That's the weird thing about it. I was so, and I think you guys understand too, when you're when you have parents that are very sheltered, you don't know what you're getting your butt into. And I didn't know what I was getting my butt into. I didn't even know what the hide go get it was all about. But I didn't want it no more. I know that. Whatever it was not something I should have been even trying to go do. I just wanted to be around my friends, just to be honest. They was like, they gonna go play hide and go get it. I was like, how you play that? And what are you getting? They was like, you just go hide. And then they gonna find you. I was like, oh, okay. So I went and hid. Well, that didn't work out good. Anyway, like I said, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So this young lady, she was 12 years of age. I think I was a little younger than her when I did my little hot mess. I think I was like 7 or 8. See, I was real young. But anyway, this is what it says. It says, Jocelyn, 12, was found dead in a Houston bayou. from strangulation on June the 17th. Police believe she snuck out of her home and encountered two men who later killed her. Okay, two roommates have been charged with capital murder after Houston police found the body of a 12-year-old girl in the bayou. A resident discovered Jocelyn's body on the morning of June the 17th. Houston Police Detective Hope said during a news conference on June the 20th, the young girl was strangled to death, according to the Institute of Forensic Science, per a police news release. Okay, so Johanne Jose Martinez, 22, and Franklin Perez, 26, was arrested by police on June the 20th at the apartment where they roomed together, according to the residents. I talked to Jocelyn's mother, Alex, and she's been very brave, but she is still devastated. Acting Houston Police Chief Larry said during the news conference, her little girl is gone. Wow, she was a redhead, you guys. She's pretty. She had braces on her teeth, so she was very well taken care of. You know, she was just a curious little girl. Here's what we know about the case. What happened to Jocelyn? 3 to 4 hours after Jocelyn met Peri and Martinez, she was murdered. According to Hope, the roommates met the little girl as they were leaving a restaurant together on Tuesday evening, the lieutenant said. Perez and Martinez allegedly asked Jocelyn, who snuck out of her family's apartment that night, for directions. The Houston Chronicles reported, citing prosecutors, the three then walked to a 7-Eleven convenience store before making their way to a bridge. Hope said. Once at the bridge, Jocelyn was murdered, the lieutenant said. Perez and Martinez bounded her hands together and assaulted her before strangling her to death, according to prosecutors. So, see what I'm saying? She got herself in a world of trouble. So after leaving Jocelyn's body at the bridge, the two men headed back to their apartment. I want karma to hit them. I'm angry they took advantage of her. She's so young, she's 12. I want justice, Alex said. Alex was the mother, remember? And they took my baby away. So, surveillance photos from the 7-Eleven of Peri and Martinez were released to the public. Based on witness coming forward and community members sending in tips following the release of the photos, police was able to identify Peri and Martinez, according to Hope. We were able to find video and trace the movements of our suspects and of Jocelyn. And said during the news conference, we asked for the public's help and the public came through. They lived in the same complex as Jocelyn? Oh, well, let's see. So the judge set a $10 million bond for Franklin Peri and Johanne Jose Martinez. A Harris County judge set $10 million bond after the two was charged with capital murder, according to the court's record. Peri appeared in court on Monday, while Martina appeared the next day. Both men will not return to court until September, court records show. Before bond was set for the two men, Houston mayor said that neither Peri nor Martinez should receive bail. The charges have been filed. Now we want the justice system to do its job. Whitemeyer said, if there was ever a circumstances where you do not give someone bail, this is it. Franklin Peri and Johanne Jose Martinez for Jocelyn's death. During the bail hearing on Monday, Harris County Assistant District Attorney Long said Peri initially told police he kissed Jocelyn but blamed other parts of the assault and her death on Martina, the Houston Chronicle reported. After someone found Jocelyn's body, Peri allegedly asked his boss at a construction company for money to help him get out of Houston. Long said, per the Houston-based outlet, the boss did not help and instead contacted the police, the prosecutors added. Prosecutors during Martinez's bond hearing said he admitted to tying Jocelyn's legs and instructing Paris to throw her body in the nearby creek to get rid of DNA. When Martinez appeared in court, he had what appeared to be bite or scratch marks on his arms, and he shaved off his facial hair to allegedly avoid detection, according to the TV station. Detectives was also able to get inside Martinez's phone, which showed that he researched ways to get out of the country. He and Perrine are both Venezuelan natives. Martinez, who had no prior criminal history, is the father of a 5 and 2-year-old, according to the prosecutors. Oh my God. So they have kids of their own. Well, one of them do have kids of their own. So let's talk a little bit about that, and then I'm going to give y'all a little bit of education of what I had to run into this week. Going to enlighten you on some things. If you over the age of like 45, you probably want to stay in here and get this little tidbit, because we share what we learned. We share thoughts and things to help make sure you don't make the same mistakes we make and things to come that you're going to have to deal with. Okay, so we might be looking at a DP, y'all. What's a DP? I know a predator, a domestic predator. She has a 5-year-old. She has a 5-year-old brother, and the mother don't know how to explain it to him that Jocelyn is gone. Keep the family in prayer. They lived in the same. Okay, they lived in there. Okay, I'm not blaming the victim, but it is time for us mothers to have a chit-chat with our daughters. Don't go out at night. Exactly. So you guys, this was this is one of those things that happens, and you don't know why, they killed the girl. You just don't even know why. I mean, it's more time if you killed her. So why did you kill her? Oh, so she couldn't tell who I was, or she couldn't identify me, or whatever. But at the same time, okay, if you assaulted her, you probably would have got maybe 10 years or something, 15 years or something. But you killed her, so you're looking at life now. You're looking at life. And like I said, just like Patrick and Quintessa, they're not only looking at life, they're looking at the death penalty. They're looking at the death penalty. Oh, that's what the DP stands for, death penalty? Because, they didn't have to kill Cupcake. The baby probably couldn't say, yeah, you did it, or woo, 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 or whatever. But they killed the baby. And, she would have a hard life and everything, but she would still be alive, I'm just telling you guys, things are getting hard. I want to share some with you. I didn't put it in the description as the header or the thumbnail, but I was really looking at this case, and that's what I really was going to talk about, was this case where there was 4 kids that was in the Memphis area, Memphis, Tennessee, you guys. They was driving on the highway. Well, the father was driving, and he has his 4 kids. He has his 8-year-old in the front seat. He has the 2 twins in the back seat and a 5-year-old in the back seat. And he gets in a road rage with somebody on the highway. What did they do? They make the car stop. They get out the freaking car, and they shoot all in the car. Everybody in the car got shot. All 4 kids got shot. Look it up. I'm not lying. The 8-year-old got shot in both hands, and he was autistic. Then the 5-year-old got shot. One got shot in the femur of the leg, the growing bone. So his bone will never grow anymore. So they're going to have to stop the growth of the other leg. So, I mean, he'll never grow. And then the two twins got shot also. It just so happened that a guy was on the highway when they got shot. He was with his brother. They had their two kids in the back seat. They heard the gunshots and everything. This is because of just road rage. And so he stopped, got the kids out the car. The 8-year-old, that artistic boy, he had got out the car and bounced and fell down. And so they picked him up, and he was like, the father was like, hey, I got more kids in the car. Because they was finna go to the hospital. They was like, let's go. The father was like, the father was shot too. They was like, no, let's get my other kids. So they ran back to the car, got the rest of the kids, because like I said, there was 3 other kids in the back seat. Every last one of the kids got shot in the father. Now, the sad thing about it was they rushed them to the hospital, you guys. This was in Memphis. Okay? Near I-240 and Poplar. If you got off on Poplar, you're right there at the police station. Remember, hey, we know Poplar Street, right? So, nevertheless, they rushed the kids to the hospital. None of them died, but they're all going to have problems. And the mother is just devastated that, she wants to make sure there's a bill. The 2 people that they found that did this, one of them was out on bail for, I can't remember what he did. But nevertheless, they were driving a stolen car. Then the police was, chasing them, and they tried to jump out of a building or whatever, a bridge or whatever. But they caught him. And so the 2 guys, and they were kids. They were just 20 and 21, 22, 20 and 22 or something like that, or 18. I can't remember the ages now, but they're between the age of 18 and 22. There's 2 of them. And the sad thing about this, I'm looking at all of this stuff and I'm going, oh my God, these kids and what the heck they're doing, it does not make any sense. Yeah, all behind some road rage. You're gonna go kill. You're first of all, you're in a stolen car. You pull guns out and walk up to the car and shoot everybody in the freaking car. The man, the kid, and the kids. Hey Danielle, how you doing? Hey, woke the guy to see you in the building. So yeah. Hey Lisa Taylor, how you doing? Hey Bev, how you doing, Bev? What's going on? Zena, I see you in the house, girl. Let me see. Sanja Watts, yeah. Lisa Calhoun. Shirley Stockdale. Shirley Stockdale, you still in here? She probably got the ticket and took off. She said, I'm going to get that ticket. And she left. She got the ticket and she gone. But nevertheless, yeah. But Miss Dee Dee, hey. Somebody say, hey Dee Dee. So she must be in the house. So anyway, you guys, you gotta be really careful. That's why I tell y'all little stories about what has happened to me at school, at work, if I'm in the streets or something, going to the store or, doing a little shopping. If something crazy happened to me, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to always tell you because I don't want you to have to deal with what I deal with. Now, keeping that in mind, let me share with you some information that everybody over the age of 40 needs to know, okay? So check this out. Let me share this with you. Trust and believe. You need to know this information if you're going to school, if you're working a job, if you're dealing with computers or whatever, or you just need to know just so that you'll know that the new world order is coming into play, you guys. I'm just letting you guys know this. Okay, so I bought this HP printer. Let me see something. Okay, because I had an HP computer, but I don't have one now. She said, I'm still here. Hey, your ticket's already in there, homegirl. Your ticket's already in there. You just don't say too much. You be like, you know what she do? She be like, I got what I need. I don't need to say nothing else. But anyway, I bought this HP printer about a year ago. And I bought it out, it wasn't a lot. They had this deals to sell at Best Buy. It was like $100, you guys. It was like 70-80% off, and then if you use your card, you get an additional 10% off, and all this other stuff. And then they have a rebate you can send in and get $10 or $20 back or whatever. And so, I brought it home. My daughter was like, Mom, I was going to go get you one. I was like, no, I already went and got it. Okay, so my daughter set it up for me because I was in school and I needed to get my paperwork. I want to look at it. I just can't just look at it on the computer. I want to sometimes take it to work with me. We can't have our computers, so I can read it, right? So that's why I got the printer, and plus I got to print a lot of stuff. She said, I've been listening to you since Cupcake. I know your name, girl. I know your name. And so, so the printer's been working fine. No problems. My daughter signed me up. I wanted to sign up to get, ink and paper, just periodically. So I subscribed to HP, ink and paper, that they just randomly send me ink and paper to my house. I don't never have to go out and buy ink and paper. But at one time I was running out of ink, so I decided, let me go get some ink from Best Buy or Office Max or something, just in case I don't run out of ink, because they were just sending me ink, but I had a lot of stuff to print. Because I was printing my books, because now books are not, you don't get a book, you definitely have to get online and read it, and I just can't stay online so much. Okay, so I've done that, no big deal. So 2 days ago, okay, y'all listening? Put a 1 in the chat if you listening. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not listening. And put a 3 in the chat if it's both, okay? So anyways, Y'all laughing. Y'all know that's Pooh Bear all day long. He said put a 1 if you listening, a 2 if you not listening, and a 3 if it's both. So anyways, 2 days ago, my printer quit working, and the light with the eye with the circle around it, it kept flashing. So what did I do? She said, do I get 5 tickets for breaking the Cody news? Breaking the Cody news? Nah. What Cody news you talking about? What Cody news you talking about? Breaking the Cody news. What Cody news you talking about? Anywho's, yeah. She said, woke the guy, said, this printer story is crazy. So check this out, you guys. So I called my daughter up and I said, hey, daughter, my printer's not working. She was like, Mama, do this. Unplug it. I unplug it. She said, plug it back in. Do this. Reset it. And do this. Do that. Turn it on. Turn it off. Do this. Do that. Go into your settings. Do this. Do that. Take out the cartridges. Put them back in. Do this. Do that. Okay, let's read up. Okay, FaceTime me so we can see what's going on. All this other stuff. Finally, after about 30 minutes to 45 minutes on the phone with my daughter said, Mom, I'm in Las Vegas right now. Can you wait till I get home? I'm sorry, baby. I didn't know you was out of town. This could wait till you get home. I'll just wait till you get home. She says, okay, Mom, no big deal. So I got off the phone with my daughter. This was yesterday, the day before, which would have been Monday. I got off the phone with my daughter and I was like, dang, I wasn't trying to be rude or anything. I thought she was at home. I didn't know she was out of town. So Tuesday, I wake up, my daughter should be headed home, but I don't want to call her early in the morning, so I wait a little bit. So I said, you know what? I need to try to figure this out myself. So I'm going to get on here, find HP, get support, and call them and ask them, hey, maybe they can tell me where to go, to where to take it, or whatever. Because I don't really I don't want to have to burden my children with my problems, okay? So I called HP support and I said, hey, this is such and such. I bought this computer about a year ago. It's still under warranty. This printer is still under warranty. It's not working. She says, hey, this is what you need to do. She says, first of all, okay, your phone number that you're calling me from, is this such and such, such and such? Yes, this is. She says, okay, I got you pulled up. I said, okay. She says, first of all, I'm going to send you a link to that phone number. And when you get the link, you push on the link and then say, okay, that you give me access to your camera and then just show me what the printer is doing. So I'm like, okay. So she sent me the link. I push on the link. Boom. She gets the camera. Because it pops up. I'm looking at it. I'm going, wow, she can see my house. She can see what I point at. I better make sure I don't point at, Papa getting up out of bed and whatever. Something she don't need to be seeing. So I point to the printer. And she said, did you get scammed? Girl, you got to hear this. You got to hear this whole story. Because you're not going to believe what I'm finna tell you. And we all need to know this stuff because I'm going to tell you the truth. So I point at the printer and she says, okay, I see something there. She says, now open up the door and take out the cartridge and let me see that. So I opened up the door. I took out the cartridge. I let her see the cartridge. She says, stick it back in. And she says, okay, now go back to your account. And she says, this is what's wrong. Can you guess what's wrong? Not the ones that know. Because there's two people in here that knows. That would be Woke to God and Sandra Watts. Don't answer Sandra Watts and Woke to God. Y'all excluded. Y'all know. Because I was so devastated what happened, I had to tell them. So if you can guess what happened, nobody can guess. Like Pooh Bear say, Sandra Watts and Woke to God, y'all don't have to answer. Those my moms, because my mom's got to be knowing sometimes. So anyway, nobody can guess. So anyway, the lady says, the reason why your printer's not working is because your information, your billing information has expired. Of course, my card has expired. Okay. But my card expiring from me having a subscription to get ink and paper periodically do not have anything to do with my printer. She says, ma'am, just update your information and it'll be working. I said, hold on. You're not making sense to me. Why would me updating my information about getting ink and paper got to do with my printer that is paid for 100%? I don't use y'all address, internet, or anything. So how in the world me updating my information to get ink and paper has to do with my printer working? She said, "Man, if you want to figure it out yourself, you can figure it out yourself." I said, "Now hold on. Now, her name was Wendy. She was a Asian lady, but she told me her name was Wendy. She said, I'm just trying to tell you how to fix your printer or whatever." And I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. You're not making sense to me. And I'm yelling at her. My husband's like, oh my God, my wife has went off on somebody. I said, look here, you're sounding like you're a scam artist. So what I need to probably do is wait till my daughter get home, because me giving you information or updating some information don't have anything to do with my printer. Hello? Okay? So while the lady was talking to me, yes, she's from India. While she was talking to me, something in my spirit say, just go and update the information and use your card that you can go and cancel real quick. So I'm like, okay, all my cards was pretty much expired in June because my birthday come up in July, right? So I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. Because I'm a little bit desperate because I got these CECs, you guys know, continuous education credit classes that I got to take. I like to have a copy of the classes. So if anything comes up, I can say, here's this class, here's that class. And I got 30 hours of classes that I can show you that I've taken. That's why I need it now. So I update my information to get ink and paper. And the minute that I update my information and it said that it is now updated, the printer started working. Hello! Unfreaking believable. I am not lying. Wendy, I said, Wendy, you're going to freaking tell me right now, what the heck are you guys doing? Why would me updating my information to a subscription got to do with my freaking printer? That doesn't make sense to me. She was like, that's all you had to do is just update your information. No, Wendy, you tell me, because if I don't buy paper and ink from you guys, the printer's not going to work. What are you talking about? She would never say. She just couldn't. She wouldn't say. I said, Wendy, you need to tell me. How in the world did this printer start working the minute that I updated my information? You're going to tell me this. You know what Wendy told me? Wendy said, hello. Wendy said, there's a chip in the ink cartridge. And you cannot use that ink cartridge if your information is not updated. There's a chip in the ink cartridge. So Wendy, you could have told me to go to Best Buy and get some different ink cartridge. But I thought when I bought the ink cartridge, whether I used them or not, I bought them. I own them. She says, and you do. But if you do not keep us on your subscription, you can't use them and you can't sell them. Hold on, did you guys hear what I just said? I opt out of my printer purchase to get ink every 3 months. Did you hear what I just said? Miss Dee Dee, so you understand exactly what I just went through. She told me that each ink cartridge has a chip in it and they cut it off if you do not update your information to keep subscribing. I said, well, you could have told me to go buy a different ink because you knew what the problem was. She said, it's not my job to tell you that. If you had to be here to believe it, they held me hostage in my own freaking house and my printer wouldn't do nothing. Miss Dee Dee says, I opted out of my printer purchase to get ink every 3 months. And I'm thinking, so me and Wendy, and I was like, you're scamming people. Because a lot of older people are not going to go, let me call HP and see what's going on. They're going to be like, oh my goodness, the printer's not working. They're either going to trash it or going to take it to the store to have some repair, work done to it, and to bang, to boom. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, you guys, Wendy tells me there's a lot of things in your home that are chipped, navigated. Did you hear me? That if you didn't do what they say, they just cut it off. Just like they can cut your phone off. The minute you don't pay your bill, they cut your phone off. The minute you don't pay your electricity, they cut your electricity off. The minute you don't pay your water, they don't have to come out to your home, get chased by the dog, and all that other stuff. The minute they're doing, and here's the thing, you guys, and this is what I want to share with you. The cartridge, the ink cartridge, is very small. Now, take it in consideration that when we get done with the ink cartridge, they send you these little plastic bags that you can send them in, because they don't want you throwing them in the trash because they're biohazard, right? And so they don't want you to send them in the trash, but they don't tell people, because they've got that chip in them, that they reuse the chips and stuff. And so, you know what I'm saying? So all this biohazard bull crap, I'm not in believing of all this stuff now. I'm just amazed at what just happened to me. She said there was no ink. What do you mean there was no ink? There was ink in the ink cartridge. They just chopped the chip. They dislined the chip to work in my printer. Now she said, this is what she said. She said it's the ink cartridge. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I don't know if she's telling me the truth. It sounds like she's telling me the truth. Because she said, if I went out to Best Buy and bought me some ink, the printer would work just fine. She said I didn't do that, you guys, because I didn't know that's what it was. Okay, she says, you don't even get credit for the used cartridge? No, you don't. I don't know what it is. It's just, I just think it's more environmental, healthy, or friendly, to send it in instead of throwing it in the trash. You know what I'm saying? So I send mine in, I never thought nothing of it. I never thought nothing of it until now. But my daughter, she has an HP printer. And I asked her, did she ever have this problem? She says, no, Mom. I buy my ink and my paper from Best Buy. I just buy a big whopping sum, and then I just buy as I go. So remember when I told you sometimes, I would buy some ink when I go there just to have some randomly here, so I don't have to say, hey, send me more. I want to join the bigger package deal, because I want to know exactly how much money they're taking out of my check or, my card or whatever. But I've got ink here that I haven't even used, you guys. So the problem is here. What if I stop my subscription right now and I still got 4 cartridges of ink? You know what this woman say? You can't use them. They're no good. They're no good. The ink that they sent me, I can only use it in my printer. You can't use it nowhere else. Miss Dee Dee says, I have an HP printer as well. I'm telling you guys, this was freaking unbelievable. I can't wrap my head around it. It just happened just yesterday. I'm not lying. If you think I'm lying, why don't you call them up and ask them? You guys need to know this stuff. Because what else are they putting chips in that the minute that you don't do what they say or whatever, they just automatically stop you? And here's the sad thing about the whole situation. I'm just gonna be real with you. Now, I'm an older woman, but I ain't old yet. You know what I'm saying? I still got 10 more years to go. Okay? Before I'm old. So what about the people that buy these printers and use their subscription or whatever, and they end up, the card being expired because of the date? The cards just don't go on forever and ever. Every card got an expiration date. And so the expiration run out. Or they say, hey, you know what? I don't think I need it. I've got 10 cartridges of ink. I've got 5 boxes of paper over there. Just hold off sending me some stuff. It's just like the dog chow stuff. I have a subscription for the dog chow stuff. But at one time, I had to stop the subscription, not because I don't like their they send the dog food to me and I ain't got to go pick it up. I love that. They don't charge me shipping and handling, and it's right there at the home. But my dog don't eat the food as fast. I'm just being honest. I know this is not true, but what if there was some type of chip that, just like I have 3 bags of dog food, and I'm like, well, I don't need them to send me dog food for 2-3 more months, because guess what? I don't want roaches and rats in my house. So I just stopped the subscription, and then now they want to shut this off or shut that off or something. The good thing about the dog chow or dog food, whatever it's called now, I think it's called some kind of chow, whatever. I can't remember because I haven't used it in a while. But once you buy the ink and the paper, it's yours. And I'm telling the woman, Wendy, I said, Wendy, when I bought it and you took my money, it's mine. She said, it is yours. She said, but that chip that's in there is ours. It's called Hell Hostage in the Computer Network. Wendy better be lucky that she on the phone and not in person. Woke to God, I bet Wendy is in China talking in the phone. I'm just being honest with you guys. I never seen nothing like it before in my life. I don't know. I think we should all come up and sign a petition or something and shoot, because they didn't tell people. They didn't tell you that when you sign up for the subscription, that they they got a hidden chip in the cartridge, and if you're not, and you know what's so funny? They know when you have used all your ink cartridges. They're keeping tabs on it, so they know when to send you some more ink. Cause I was wondering, like, I got really low, and I was like, dang, it came right on time. I was like, ooh. They know. They send you 5 of them. Your number is 227. So 227, they send you 5. You use 5, you use 4, you use number 3, you use number 2, and then they send you some. And you're like, ooh, wow, isn't that God is good. They just sent me some as soon as I needed some. So the bottom line, you would have to buy a whole new cartridge. So, no, the bottom line is you would have to subscribe to them in order to use the cartridge that you have in the ones to come. They keep you as a member of buying cartridges from them. They don't want Best Buy, Walmart, and Radio Shack and them to get a piece of the pie. This is what Wendy said. Why are you mad? It's cheaper if you buy it from us. We're the distributors to those places that you buy, so it's cheaper. I'm telling you, they have not told nobody they do this. She says, I agree with Sandra Watts. This calls for a class action lawsuit. Yeah. What do you guys think I should do? See, what do you think I should do? Because how many people you know that the printer quit working and they couldn't figure out what the heck is going on, so they just trashed it? You know what I'm saying? I bet you a lot of people bought HP printer and it didn't work and they didn't know why. Probably their card expired like mine's, or they cut off the subscription and the printer quit working and they going, what the heck is going on? You know what I mean? And they owed some people some money. You know? Because here's the thing. Check this out. So what if you bought a car? And you bought a car from this place. And you say, okay, I want a warranty on my motor and the transmission. Woke to God, became a member again. Thank you, hallelujah. I'm going to give you a super chat. Woke to God. Woke to God. She's always in there. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. Thank you for becoming a member. We love you. Okay, so she says loyalty as a diamond warrior. And you know this. So you guys, do you guys think I should get with the Better Business Bureau and file a lawsuit against them and start a lawsuit against it? She says, sorry, SP, my late payment. I'm always a day late or $1 short. You're good. Girl, we do what we do. It's all good. I can't wait. What do you guys think? You guys think we should start a lawsuit and everything? I'm telling you guys what happened. LaKendra said that happened to me. I threw my big air fryer out and found out it was the electric socket in the kitchen and everything on that side wasn't working. I was upset when I figured it out. Yeah, LaKendra, but this is different. This is other people having control over something that you paid 100% for. They shouldn't have control over that. And at the end of the day, think about it. I've got ink cartridges that if I said to myself, I don't want the subscription no more. What am I going to do with those ink cartridges? They don't work. That means I bought something that you dismantle so it won't work. That doesn't make sense to me. Hey, Miss Didi, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. And you know this.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, Didi, your number is 7929-853, 7929-854. And this weekend, you guys, I'm going to go ahead. We'll do, if you guys want to know, we got 8 more minutes. I want to share this with you guys. If you guys think we should do that, we can do that if that's what you guys want to do. Thank you, Miss Didi. Thank you for the super chat. It's more than welcome. Thank you. She said, I have one. You guys want to do that? Because I'll get the ball rolling. I'll try to find some attorney or something and see, because every lawsuit starts somewhere, and nobody's done this one. The company is out of the country and the federal government has to regulate it. It's just my opinion. Yeah, but still, like they need to disclose that when you're in that membership, that the products that you use is not going to be able to use anymore, and they need to tell somebody that stuff, because what if I would have threw this one away and went and got me another one? I'm just saying that it's just not right. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying, I guarantee you there's a lot of people that do not know this, and they need to know it. They really do. They really need to know that, because like I said, I'm computer illiterate, so I'm thinking my app is messed up. I'm not getting a good signal or whatever. Something done stop working or whatever on my end, and the whole entire time, this crap, it's something that they did. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see. I'm going to just tell you guys. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to just tell you right now. I'm going to look into it. I don't know. You know? But I ain't going to let nobody here in town know what we're doing. But let's look into it. And I'm just telling you the truth. That happened. And I was just devastated. My mind was like, what else are y'all putting chips in that I have thrown away that y'all just quit using whenever you want to? Because what? I don't use your filters no more. So you know what I'm saying? Or it's not that I don't use your filters. It's that I'm not subscribed to buying filters for you for the rest of my life. So now my printer ain't working. But you wouldn't even tell me it was that. It was just, oh no, just update your information. Just update your information. Just update your information. Finally, when I update the information, my printer started working just like a brand new baby. It was just working. I was like, what the heck? I wish I was lying to y'all. It was just unbelievable. I'm not trying to discourage you, SP, but I bet it's in the fine print. Ooh. It probably is. It probably is, Miss Dee Dee. You know that? It probably is. You're not discouraging me. You're just telling me the truth. You're just telling me the truth. Well, they should have told me. I said, well, why you just didn't tell me I can just go out to Best Buy and get some HP ink? It's the same thing. She said it is not. Wendy said it is not. They buy in bulk and they buy for the public. We sell private, personal, and we just don't want you to buy. Just like, what if I bought a whole bunch of them and I said, I want y'all to send me 10 of them a month, and then I sell them to other people. I bet you it has something to do with that printer too. I bet it's just not the chip. I bet it has something to do with the printer too. I bet it do. It has to. Well, it don't have to, but it could. I'm just saying. Well, we're going to look into it. We might as well look into it. You never know. They start somewhere. Anyway, if anybody find out any information you want to send in my way, where I can start or whatever, just tell me. Or I could just call the Better Business Bureau and tell them about my whole story. The Better Business Bureau is probably where I'm going to probably start with. I've called them before, and I need to call them anyway. I try to read everything, and my husband say I take up too much time. It's my money, so they can wait. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, it's a lesson learned. I learned from it, and it's a technology thing. We all need to know about it, so I'm sharing it with you guys. So if it happens to you, you won't throw your printer away. You go get you some ink somewhere else or something, or hey, it may be a come up on the ones that do know this. Just think about all the people that trash their printers and they look brand new and they work and everything, and they can't figure out why they don't work. Not because something wrong with them. It's because they stopped their subscription and they were still trying to use that same ink from the subscription. See what I'm saying? All right, you guys, I'm finna get off of here. I will see you guys Friday. It will be a open panel. We will talk about the things, the Young Thug case. We're going to talk about that Friday. Just can't wait. They ended today. I guess the judge brought his dog in and he closed early. They was listening to phone calls. I hadn't heard all the phone call conversation, but I guess it gets really good because they started talking about the attorneys when Woody, his name is Wody. His name is not Woody. His name is Wody. But anyway, Young Thug had told him he would get his attorney to help him get off. He's on his bankroll or his whatever, on his payroll or something. So, attorney still is like, we're not trying to play that in the court like I'm a part of this conspiracy, this RICO case. Oh my goodness, they was in there arguing a little bit. But you guys, I'm going to get on off of here. I am working tonight. I know that tonight is my day off, but I've got to do what I got to do because, things got to happen, and we got to make sure they happen. Y'all be good. Be safe.